Have you ever genuinely tried to help someone, only to have them push you away? Or give an honest, heartfelt feedback, only to be met with silence, defensiveness, or hostility? You weren't attacking. You weren't criticizing harshly. You were just being honest. But suddenly, the conversation shuts down. Walls go up. Connection is lost. That, my friend, is the law of defensiveness in action. Hey everyone, I'm Bix, and welcome back to Bix Book Summary. Today, we're at episode 7 of our deep dive into Robert Greene's incredible book, The Laws of Human Nature. And this episode is one you'll never forget, because it changes how you relate, communicate, and influence people forever. Here's the uncomfortable truth Greene reveals clearly. Humans hate being told what to do, even when the advice is clearly beneficial, even when deep down they know you're right. Why? Because advice, even when it's coming from love, often feels like criticism. And criticism threatens our sense of identity, our self-worth, our ego. When the ego feels attacked, the person you're speaking to disappears behind emotional armor, and suddenly, communication becomes impossible. Greene states it bluntly. If you approach someone with force, logic, or direct control, their defenses shoot up instantly. It's not deliberate, it's a reflex. It's evolution's way of protecting our identity. So, if you genuinely want to influence someone positively, if you want your truth to land, you have to disarm them first. This doesn't mean manipulating or sugarcoating. It means understanding what actually makes someone receptive. Let's learn from a powerful historical example Greene shares. Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States. FDR was a master of lowering people's resistance, not through intimidation or blunt demands, but through warmth, empathy, and subtle communication. When he wanted Congress or the American public to move in a certain direction, he never lectured or overwhelmed them with logic. He smiled. He listened deeply. He used gentle persuasion, making people feel like the ideas were theirs, not imposed from above. Here's the core lesson of this law. Influence happens first through emotion, and only second through logic. And the stronger someone's ego, the more carefully and subtly you have to communicate your truth. So practically, how can you apply this in your daily life? Greene shares powerful, actionable strategies. First, validate before advising. Before offering solutions, reflect back their feelings first. Just showing someone you genuinely understand them reduces resistance dramatically. Second, use indirect communication. Instead of bluntly saying you're doing this wrong, frame your advice in terms of your own experience. I've made a similar mistake in the past, and here's what helped me. This approach shifts your feedback from criticism to connection. Third, ask questions instead of giving commands. People are open to change when they feel ownership. Instead of saying you need to fix this, gently ask, what do you think might improve this situation? Let them take ownership of the solution. It's incredibly powerful. Finally, create genuine emotional safety. People lower their defenses when they trust your intentions. When there's no hidden agenda, no judgment, just honest presence and respect. Now here's the twist most people miss. This law isn't just about others. It's about you too. Reflect honestly. How do you respond when you receive feedback? Do you become defensive, deflective, angry, or closed off? The more aware you become of your own reactions, the more skillfully you'll help others lower their emotional armor as well. Because here's the deeper truth. Defensiveness isn't just inconvenient. It destroys growth, trust, and meaningful connection. But when we learn to gently disarm ourselves and others, we open the doors to genuine transformation. Next time you feel the urge to correct, challenge, or confront, pause, breathe, and ask yourself one powerful question. Am I trying to be right or trying to be effective? Because sometimes the strongest influence doesn't come from speaking louder, but speaking softer, so your truth can actually land. Now that we've uncovered how to communicate effectively without triggering defenses, it's time to step into an even deeper, darker human truth, the law of self-sabotage. Next episode, we're going to explore exactly why people unconsciously destroy the things they cherish most, and how to stop yourself from falling into that very same trap. If this episode gave you valuable insights, hit the like button, subscribe to continue this powerful journey together, and let me know in the comments below. What's one moment you've noticed defensiveness, either in yourself or others, and how did you handle it? Until next time, stay gentle, stay aware, and as always, keep growing. See you in the next one.